Hello, it's Paul from Mode 7 here. I thought I'd give you a look at the current development version of Frozen Synapse 2. I know a lot of you have been following Ian's regular dev diaries, so this is kind of a recap, but with a little bit of a summary of where we are right now and looking at some of our current design decisions. So here's what you do in the game. You are this faction called Bureau 8, and there are all these other factions controlled by the computer all over the place. All of the factions are trying to get 5 relics. So relics are powerful objects that appear within the city, and if any one faction gets 5, they'll be able to kind of complete their ultimate goal. Relics are revealed by an incursion force called Sonata, who come from outside the city, and they pop up to try and locate the relics, and they're basically acting as the indicator as to where the relics are, so everyone chases after them. I'm just going to advance time now, and we can see these squads moving out on the map from the other factions. They're just kind of jockeying for position and doing various things. Now, the first thing that happens is that you have an incursion area appears, and this shows us generally where an incursion is going to happen. So we'll send a squad out from our base all the way over there, and what you should see is other squads from all the other factions trying to get there as well. So this is quite a long way for us from our base down here with a green colour. We're just moving through the roads, as you can see. Now, every single building on the map is somewhere you can go inside. You can fight at any point on the roads as well. Here we've bumped into another faction squad, so we're just going to ignore them. They're telling us not to get in the way. That's Blue Sunlight. They kind of worship the incursion force, and they want to collect all the relics in order to protect it. Off we go. We're just about to get there now. So the incursion area is a relatively new addition. What we're trying to work out at the moment is exactly what happens when all the squads get here. Is there going to be some more diplomacy happening? Are these squads going to be attacking each other or attacking you? How much jockeying for position is there, and what does it mean? So we're kind of working on those ideas at the moment. But this kind of galvanizes the gameplay, and it pushes all of the squads together into the right area. What I'm just going to do now is advance time a little bit until the incursion arrives, and then we can see what happens at that point. Alright, so the incursion has popped up in this car park. We're going to send, obviously, our squad there. I don't think we'll make it there first, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is Guest. They're a kind of a hacker faction, and they're going to come in and attempt to take on the incursion force first. They defeated it, as we can see from this slightly rude placeholder text. So that's interesting. So now what's happened is Guest will have the relic, and they will attempt to get it back to their base. And potentially the other squads will try and stop them, and we may try and stop them as well. I'm going to send our strike team down to this intersection and see if we can head them off. Now, chasing and intercepting other squads is a bit difficult at the moment. It's something that we're currently trying to figure out, but I'll just show you a little bit of that. So there they go. They're being pursued quite heavily. We didn't quite head them off, so they might be going to this base here. So I'm going to see if we can send our squad to this intersection. Oh, they double back on themselves, and they might well get into some trouble there. If they do get stopped, we might be able to pin them in. It's Blue Sunlight being annoying again. Let's see if that works. No, they got away from that other squad. And they're really going the long way round. So we'll have to continue going the long way round as well. Okay, they're clearly heading for that base. And they've used the relic to hack a bank. So there are all these different faction-specific stories. When guests get the relics, they employ them in their kind of hacking system, and it enables them to break into different parts of the city. So let's see now. What we could do is head over and see if we can attack Guest's base. Other factions may be attempting to do that. No, they didn't. Oh, we went past their squad there. That's fine. They're telling us not to get in their way, but we're not going to be getting in their way. We're going to be attempting to attack their base. While we're doing this, another incursion has appeared over here, but I'm just going to pursue this first one and see if we can get anything done there. All right. Now, it looks like this base is very heavily defended. This isn't something that you'll necessarily be able to do at the start of the game. We might have a system where factions have to move relics to less defended locations from time to time, giving you more opportunity to do things like this. But this is a fun thing to try and do anyway. Alright, so this is a pretty well-defended base. They had a security system installed in the base which has made them aware of our presence, so we're not able to sneak in and take the relics. All of their stuff is kind of piled up there. I'm not sure I like the look of this particularly. I think this is a bit difficult. You know what? I think I'm probably just going to run away. I think I'm probably going to run away because ultimately we're just going to lose our squad here, and I don't think we're gonna prove anything. So I'm going to just exit. All right, we left with our tail between our legs there. They're angry with us and they declared war on us because we tried to break into their base. I mean, that is fair enough, right? Let's see if we have any chance of getting over to this incursion. I suspect it's going to be challenging as guests are going to be really angry with us. But let's see. The other squads are moving in. Guest also probably a bit more powerful now as they got that relic and that money. I didn't see them sign any mercenaries though, but we'll see if that happened. Ah, Guest went straight in to attack our HQ while we were messing around out there. That's not particularly great. Nothing about this playthrough is going to plan, I have to say, but this is the joy of a procedurally generated game. So let's see what their attacking force is like. I suspect it will be quite good. We have almost no defenses. Okay, we've got some. I think this is going to be worth doing. They have a pistol, a shotgun, and a submachine gun. I think we can defend this. One of the things that you can do, that I neglected to do at the start of the game, is set up how your units are deployed and also how they patrol. So we could have had a much better setup than this. The setup we have, the default setup, is fine. I'm not going to focus on the tactics too much in this game, but I will show you some of them. So let's see how we get on here. What I think I might do is take this unit out here. This is us, by the way. We're here. We are this character. If this character dies, then the game ends. So what we probably need to do is just duck behind this box and try and stay alive. So let's see how we get on here. Okay, that may not have been the best plan. Wow, that got pretty dicey around there. I think we should be good to kill this knife now. That shotgunner, I'm a bit worried about, so we'll just have to keep them covered. Okay, thankfully we managed to defend our base there. We just managed to basically move all of our units out of range of some of these close range attacking units. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's good. I'm sure Guest will be angry with us now. Empty threats. Empty threats. Alright, that's fine. So we've still got our strike team heading over there. We are a bit late to the party, but we might be able to get somewhere. Okay, let's see if we can get this incursion. We didn't quite get there. Just didn't quite get there. So Brightling University have got it. Yes, and we entered the building basically at the same time as they defeated the incursion, so we can now attack them inside that building. Hopefully we're going to get a relic this time. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so they got whittled down to just one unit there. That unit has the relic. It is possible that in some situations they might try and run away. I don't know if that's in the game yet, but we will see. So anyway, let's we're going to put long turns on. Let's try and get them. I don't want to be too cavalier here because one assault rifle unit can do a lot of damage if we're reckless. So we'll just have to see. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they took out one of our units. We managed to take them out. Now we've got to get this thing back to base. They're going to be annoyed with us for doing that, certainly. Just introducing themselves to us. All of the factions, when they first contact you, they introduce themselves. It appears that relations have soured. Okay, goodbye. Right. So they didn't react too badly to that for some reason. Not quite sure why. Are we going to get back? Ah, okay. Yeah, we ran into a guest checkpoint and they are going to threaten us. So as I said, missions can take place in any building and they can also take place on the road. We're currently doing some work on missions on the roads right now. This is a bit difficult because we're trying to make roads that don't seem too absurd, but also we're trying to create situations where, you know, it's a radically different type of level from being in a building. This one is not too bad, although I think we have almost no chance of success. There's so many units there, but we'll try and defend our position anyway. This is the kind of thing that can happen when you lose units. If I kept that other assault rifle alive in that relatively straightforward kind of relic capture mission, then I'd have a lot better of a shot here. But it's great that Guest, who we got into trouble with earlier, have decided to come and attack us here. That really kind of shows off something interesting about the game. Okay, wow, that's a pretty super reckless attack. I think we're just going to get killed by sheer force. If we wait a little bit and then duck down, we may have a chance. Okay, yeah, they all ducked down behind that cover. Oh, okay. Now we're in the kind of naked gun situation where I'm just ducked behind this wall. There's a knife unit there. I mean, this is not looking good, is it? Let's face it. What happens if I do this? It's a fine angle. Sadly, I don't think we can get out of this, so that's going to be the end of us. We somehow managed to sneak through there. I don't even know what happened. That knife unit just didn't have enough time to stab us. This might be the most incredible attack of all time. I have to say, that might have been a bug. Okay, what we need to do now is try and kill the knife unit. I mean, this is all pretty extraordinary. And then duck. If I stand here, I don't know if I can even see them, really. We got another kill. We got another kill. Okay. All right. Okay, this is fine. Just didn't quite make it. It was a worthwhile stand. It was a worthwhile stand. Yes, they're just mocking me for... oh, there's a typo there. They're just mocking me for taking the money away from me, actually. Alright, so that gives you a bit of an idea of the different interactions that can happen in Frozen Synapse 2. We really wanted this interplay of all the systems, interplay of all the different factions, and I think you got a good example of it there, even though it didn't quite go to plan. But that's kind of the point. Thanks for watching.